So yeah, good evening once again, everyone. So today we'll be looking at set. So I will just show us how to create set. So let's say, for example, we have our sales on columns here, and we have profit here, and we want to create a scatter plot with it. So we'll come to analysis here and click this, and you see we have that scatter plot thing. Then let's say, for example, I click on, I hold on to my control, right? I hold on to my control and just click around and select. I can right click on this and what? And so I can should be able to create a set like that. Okay, I'll just go through this. So okay, so let's assume that I want to create a set for customer. You know, we use these are customers. These are if we put customer name or say for example color now, it show like a lot of numbers. So if I just even let us assume that I indulge it and I accept it, you see different colors. So we know that each of these is a customer. Each of these is a customer. Is one customer, one customer, one customer. That's what I just wanted to show us. So from this, I can come to customer, this drop down here, or right click on it and say what, and create a set. But technically, if I select this, if I select two here, I should be able to create a set from them. Apparently, I don't know why it is not showing. I should be able to create a set from it. But anyways, so that's one way to create a set. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know why it is not showing. But if you click on this drop down here, you can create a set. So you can come here, create, and create a set. I'm just demoing it for now. I'll still like show you guys. Also, I create a set. So we can create a set by selecting. So I can just select one of these guys, or the first 5 guys, and use it for my set. Because you see, you know, it brings out the same dialogue or the same dialogue as a filter. What you know, when you use filter, this is what it brings out. So you can create this by using like selecting from the list. You can use, you can use all, you can use custom value, or you can use you can select ordinary one by one. So you can also use condition. Right, condition you can use by field, you can use by formula, and you can also use top, as we did by field, top 10, and you can also use by formula. Let's say we use by field and we use top 10, right? For this, and we say choose we say by field, and we say maybe like sales, sum of sales, right? Top. So it's picking. So we are creating sets for. So we are saying top. Let me just say top customer. Top customer. I say top customer sales, right? So these are just let me just put top customer by sales. So we say top customer by sales. So we say top 10, right? Now I click on OK. So I've created a set for top customer by sales. Right. So if I bring top customer, if I put it in say color now, you see it has picked. It has picked. It will show in and out. So the in and out is saying the in is if I come to this, sorry. So if I come to edit this, so what he's saying is that for the in is the top, the top sales. Just sorry. So this also was okay. So what he's saying is that the one that is in at the top, top customer, top sales, the top 10, that is the one that is showing in the red, the one in blue. And the one that is out is the ones that are not on the top 10 customer. Likewise, I can bring this out. I can come to this customer name again. Is it customer name that we use? Not customer. We use customer name, right? So I can come to customer name again and create a set. And say this time I want to use top 10 by field. I want to use top 10 or what's it called? Profits. You know what we have here is profits. It's profit and sales, right? So I can bring in profits. No, let me rename this top customer. So what I've created is I've created top customer by profit, top customer by sales, right? So if I put profit in color, it will show it has picked the top customers, top 10 customers with the most profit. He has picked it, the top 10 customers for most profit. He has picked it, right? And it's the one that I put in color. Now, if one thing I can also do in sales is I can bring these two together, right? I can highlight the two and right click and combine them. So I can create a combined set. So I can create a combined set either by I can right click down here, just right click and combine the set. So I have top customer by profit, and I can come here and click top customer by sales. So there are different ways to combine. It's like all members in both sets. So if we remember our set in mathematics, so if you have top customer in sales and top customer in profit, it doesn't necessarily mean that every top customer in sales will be top customer in profit, because for that product that they are buying, they might also be losing money for it. It's possible. So, but if you click top customer for sales and top customer for profit, that means if you click the set that is in the middle, that they share both member, that is both in customer sales and in both in profit, it will be different. It means that these are the list of people that are top customer for sales and top customer for profit. So if, for example, you want to know the customer that is buying the product that is selling and they are making the most profit from, we can select that. So if we click on this kind of we can say okay. But if it's, for example, we want to just click the top customers that are not in top sales and no share the same, this space, that don't share anything in terms of top 10 with the profit, then you can now select this one. Then if it's the other way, sales, you select the other one. So if I click on OK, now it will create that set, the necessary. So you can say we can rename this, and sorry, I was supposed to name it then, so I'll just rename it here. So I was just say top customer by profit and sales, right? So if I have top customer by profit and sales, so if I bring top customer and profit by sales, if I just bring it and drop it in color, right, it will pick the ones. You see, it has kind of marked the ones that are in, and out for. Let me undo this. Let's move the shape. So top customer So top customer for profit and sales. So I'll put it on color. So these are the ones these are the ones that fall in between top for profit and top for sales. So I don't know if you get what I'm trying to explain. So these are the ones that fall for top profit and top for sales. So if based on, but then again, we talked about parameter the last time. So we can also include parameter in this thing to kind of like explain this stuff better. But for the purpose of the class, I just use this one as an explanation on how we can use how we can use this. Okay, let me edit this. So how we can use this combined set. So how we can use combined set and how we can use profits. I'm sorry, how we can do the top whatever. It doesn't have to be top 10. It can be different things, right? So it doesn't have to be particularly top 10. So this one I use by field and profit. So for profit, then for sales, like that. So yeah, so this is just to show you to try to explain. I don't know if anybody has a question. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Hmm? Does anyone have a question? Okay. So okay, I'll just try to uh explain this in like an easier way without using the scatter plot. So I'll just try to explain it in an easier way. So I'll create another sheet, right? So for this sheet now, what I'll do is, let's say we have category, right? Let's assume that we have category. I don't know why this is not showing. Show all hidden field. I don't know why it's not showing all the hidden fields. I don't know why it's not showing all the hidden fields. I'll just let me delete this. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing all the hidden fields. So what will happen? I'll just open a new one. Okay. Okay. Next data. Yeah. So so I'll just let me just create an hierarchy quickly. So I'll create an hierarchy quickly. Maybe it So category, then where is the subcategory? I just put that in the hierarchy. Then I can even fill the products there. So yeah, so then we can create the what's it called? The hierarchy for the region, so location. So where's hierarchy? Create a new one. So I call this location. I say okay, and I bring in the states. I bring in what else? City, then postcode. Yes, postcode. I said just now. Okay, so I bring in postcode. Then I can also bring in my region, right? And I'll change the region. You know, last class I explained to us that we can change the region. We can change the region, the the role of the region. We create it through states. So it becomes a region. So it's going to create the region based on the states, right? Because in the region, it has the name of the state there. So we have, okay, product ID. This one I don't need. So add this. So let's just leave this one. Okay, so let's just leave this. So let us assume that, say, for example, mm, I have, let us say, for example, I have my category here and I have my subcategory, right? And I have, say, for example, uh, and I want to create a, uh, say, I want to create a calculation. I want to create a set for this, say, for category. So I come to category here, right? And I create a set for category, right? And I say click on furniture as the one that I want to create a category for. And I say, okay, right? So this is set category set. Now, if I bring this up front to the front here, you see it has done the in, out, out, out. So what it has said is this. Now, I created a category. In this category here, so that you understand what I'm trying to say very well. So in this category here, I've created, in this my set here, I've created uh, the, the set for furniture. Now, all I'm seeing here in the in is furniture, right? So the in is furniture. So if I'm if I click on office now and I apply, you can see that it has included office to it. Can you see? So this is what set does. So you have picked the ones that are going to be in this, right? So, but what you can also now do to this is this. We can still create like a calculation field within this. So I'm still kind of like showing us a kind of like demo on this. So just to explain it to us. So what I will do is I will create a calculation field. The calculation field, I'll call it uh, say, what can I call it? Say in set sales value, right? Insert sales value. So I can bring in this calculation field, what I can do is I can bring the category sets. I can bring it in here. I can now say, okay, so I have the true of, so if you can see, it says equal to true or false. So if I bring this to the front of this, what does it bring? True, true, false, false, false. So now what I can do, what this means is that I can still go further in this and edit this calculation field and say something like this. Say something like this. If calculation field, if it's true or false, if it's true, sorry, if this is true, now bring me, then give me sum of sales. Then end. I say, okay, it's not, it's not quite correct. Okay, it's just, because it's not quite correct because I'm using, okay, so maybe I can say bring me, it's not correct because I'm using, it's a, what do you call it? It's dimension, and I'm putting something in measure in dimension. So if I have to do, I have to do it in dimension, right? That's why it's bringing something like that. So I can say this. So I can say it should bring in this. So if, for example, in the inset, it brought, this thing is too long. So what I'll do is, it's too long. It's too long. So what I'll do is, it's too long. So what I'll do is, let me remove this. What I'll do is, rather than creating set for this, I can create set for, say, for, let's say in front I put product name because it's a lot. That's my issue now. What do I do about this? Okay. So okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Instead of saying, what can we bring? What can you bring? What can you bring? Okay. So instead of okay. So what I can do is this now. This set now. Instead of that, I can say, yeah, oh, where is that? Edit. So I can say, so we created the set for category. So set for career. So if then you can ask it to bring the subcategory for it, right? Rather than bringing that. So if I say bring subcategory, so if I remove this in and out, and I bring this value, inset value, so I bring subcategory. So I can remove the sub listing. Then okay, you can see now. So for the set that I've created, I if I put the inset value, so if we see this is furniture that's picked, bookcases, furniture and the rest. If I come into this set now, for example, this undo. So if I come into this set to edit this set, say for example I edit this set, I come and put furniture. If I apply, you see it will change. It will bring the values of office for me. But there's a way that we can do this to apply this like without going back and forth like that. We can just come to sheet here and come to action. Right. I think we used action before. So we can come to action and add an action. Add an action for sets. So I can come here and say stop category action. And I can retain the select. I say what sheet? Okay, the sheet one, because it's just one sheet that is here. See what's the target? The target is the category set. So we say assign value to set and remove the value of the set. So if I say, they say when I select it, you can say I select or I over it. So if I click OK and I click OK here, if I click on this, is if I click on this, it shows. If I click on this, it shows. If I click on this, it shows. If I click out, it doesn't show anything. So likewise, so this like is an action that works. So you can use this kind of thing to kind of like work in a in a dream, if you're trying to like just show, if I come here and I come and put maybe sales in front of this now, let me know what's that value now. If I come and put sales in front now, and it gives us all. But what I can also do is, rather than do that, I can just bring in sales and put it in the text here. The text there, sales. So I put in text there, so you see it has shown the sales for this. If I come to this, it's showing the sales for this. If I come to this, it's showing the sales for this, right? So we can now have something like that, right? For this, so that's what we can use. We can use set, and this thing can work in it can work in like many ways. We can also use it for like a tree map. So if, for example, in a tree map now, say for example, we want to do tree map now, we bring the sum of sales, we bring it to size. See, we bring it to size. Then we take category. We put category on color. So now if we put category on color, then we have this. Then if we now put the sub category in label, we have something like this. But imagine that I use this subset, right, for the color rather than the in and out subset for the color. No, it's not in and out. So this subset we use is subset. So I use this subset, this category set for color. So if I do it like this, but it's not supposed to show for everyone. If I yeah, so if I use that in set value, that same in set value for it. Sorry. It's not supposed to show for everybody. Category. No, okay. Category. Put set value in the category. Right? Oh. Category, color, then subcategory, the label. If I come to action, just hold on. But it's not supposed to show for everything now. So if I come to action, if I come to action, and add an action, and it's sheet that we're working with, right? And the target is set, and I apply. Oh, it's not doing. It's not doing what I'm planning for. The in value. Uh, uh, so wait. So for this, we have the category and the int set value. So the insert value for subcategory insert value. Yes, right. Okay, you know what? Let me create the pie chart. I'll look at that again because normally what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the same thing I did for the table. So like if you click on this, all it will just show you is the subcategory. So wait, let's do this. Let's create a set for subcategory. No, that's not what it should be. So it should be a set it should be a set for for the for the category. If I remove this and put the set for the category in this, supposed to just show uh so if I click on the subcategory, so what it's just supposed to do is show the category, the subcategory. Not that to show okay, not that to show it in the in the label. Okay, yeah. I was the one that made a mistake. So yeah. So what I was supposed to do was bring the insert value. The insert value that we already have, put it in the label. And you know I've come here to create I've come here to create the action. I've come here to create the action for it. Right, the set action for it. So this is the set action for it. I'll just show you and the editing. So where I assign the value and remove the value the for the sheet 2. So if I just cancel that, so if I click on this, it will show the value. If I click on this, show the value, just like the other one. So if I do the same thing for pie chart now, for example, I click down here, I come to pie chart. For the pie chart, I bring the sum, say the sum of sales to say the angle, right? I come here, I put fit to the entire view. I bring the category to color, right? And I bring this insert value. I bring it to label. But of course, because I've not done the action yet, it will only show this. So for this one, what I can do is to make the color better. Where is that color? So color, I can come to color here, use border, and I can use white. So we can see the border, right? So the sum, if the sum, we can also, that sum, we can also label it. So sum, we can label it. And that label of the sum, we can change it to, can do a quick calculation of the running percentage, right? Of course, this not like a good representation for this, but I'm just showing us if we have something like this and want to look at this. So we can just create that action. You can just create that action for it. That action, that same action that we did. And come here and come to add action, right? And this same action, I just use sheet 3 and I will add and remove, right? And I'll come here. What are we targeting? set. So okay. So if I click on this, you see it will change. If I click on this, it will change. If I click on this, it will change. Just like we did. And we can also do the same thing for geographical map. So if I have a geographical map now, if I have, say, the country, I drag the country to center. Of course, what we want to see is we want to see region, right? But I don't want to see it like this. I want to see in color. So let me undo. I just change this to map, this kind of map. So yeah, the color. So I can bring region. I can put it on color. So when I put region on color like this, right? But for this case now, for this one now, we have to create a subset. We have to create a subset for, a set for region, right? So let us say we pick on central, for example, and we have central region. So of course, is that central? So we create a calculation field now. So we create a calculation field, bring the region in here, say if region. You say if region, then what do we want to see? We want to see the state. So we can just drag the state in from here. No, no. So I can drag the state in or type it in and say what? And say end. Then I would, I just call this in region. So I say okay. So in region, I can put on label. Was doing just hold on. This in region value, yeah. If I put that on label, it's supposed to label the region. By saying south, let's just just so okay, let's assume that we have the region. Let's put the region on label. So okay, the region so label. So we are if I put in the region value. The region value, we ask it if it brings the region value, it should give us the sales. It should give us the states edit. So it should bring the state. So if in region set, bring the states. So that state, if you put on label, it's supposed to show it's not just supposed to show south. Let me see this. Okay, yeah. So just hold on. I think something is wrong. Uh, my setup here. So I'll just try to set it up. So we have the state, we have the region. Let me let me just bring in the region. Okay. We don't even need this. So we have the region there. Then the region label. Why are you showing just south? Hmm. In region, showing all the states. So I just showing this. Uh, let's, let's see region sets. Let's see or not. It's not in and out there. So just showing this edit. I don't know why it's not showing one of the region. So it's literally supposed to show all the regions. Uh, that's- okay, I think let me think the problem with it is just hold on. Why is it not showing? I think the problem is because I did not include its states. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So states. So yeah. So what I did was what I did not do is I did not include the states to the I did not include the states to the details. So the states, that's why the state is showing now. So if I apply that same function that I applied before, that action, right, to this same thing, the same thing will happen. So if I come and add action, and I say add set action, the same thing will happen if I do that same thing. So, but for this time, for this one now, for this one, we are going to use region set because it's region set that we're using. I will just use the other apply. If, if, I still acting like this. I know what I'm doing wrong. Shouldn't be like this. No, I feel like it shouldn't be like this here. But um, maybe as we go along, I would come back to this. So I'll come back to this. So basically, that's what you use set to do. So it's just I'm just like trying to kind of like explain how we can kind of like how we can use sets for our work. So okay, so what I would like us to do is like I would like us to combine what I've just kind of like explained in to create like to create a dashboard. So what I want to do is that okay, we'll create something that we can select the country, like yeah, we kind of like we'll select the region, and it will be able to tell us okay, uh, we'll be able to um like with the region, we'll be able to select some things that has to do with that region. Maybe like check the sales of like some furniture, some of the furnitures or these categories or subcategories of that region. So I will just kind of like give a breakdown. But do we understand what I'm trying to explain in this place with the with this set?
Yes.
Guys, okay, I'll just continue. So if for example now I've created, let us say Let me remove all this. Okay, what happens? I just delete this shit here. Okay, yeah. So I'll just delete this ones. I think I created the region set here, so I'll do that too. So okay, um, so what we want to do is we want to create a set for the region. So we'll create a set for the region. So create set. So we'll say set. We'll create set for the region. We'll just click on any of the region, central region. It's okay, that's fine. So what we want to do is take the region, uh, column, right? Uh, and put the region, this region, take the region and click the region, this same region, and put it on row, just put it on text rather. So put it on text so it shows down here. So what we can do is, so put the region on column and we'll put the region on text. Then we'll click this and we'll do like a full view, right? Then for this, we can edit this. So click on format, not let us edit it there. So what we'll do is we'll come to this here and this. Does it affect that? No. So no. So yeah, so think of where I can. Okay, so let me see if I can edit it here. Undo. So we can format it here. So yeah, so we'll format it. We'll come to alignment, make it, put it in the center. No, this is not the one I want to edit. It's the lower one I want to edit. Text. This text is what I want to edit. So that's not what I want to edit. It's the field itself. Okay, yeah. So it's the field itself region. Yeah. So the field itself that I want to edit. So let me see. No, that's not it. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to edit. This I'm supposed to edit. So you come down here. We'll come to text here. We'll click on text here, and we'll click on this. So we are like this, and we can change the font. So I can make this. So I can make it bold. I can increase the font to like 20. Centralize it. I think if I apply it, why is that one? Why is this one not centralized? Boys, why is it not stay in the center? I don't know. For some reason, the thing is not staying in the center. Ah, it's moving to the left, moving to the right, but it's not staying in the center. I really don't understand this. Let me see the alignment. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's now staying in the center. Everything is yeah, it's staying in the center. See what I can do is I can remove this central up here, this heading. So I can just come here and uncheck, reach, remove header. So if, for example, you have removed your header and you want to bring it back, this how to get your header back. So you just click the drop down here and bring your header back. So yeah, so I would return this to full view. You can always change the size later and call this say regions. So I can I, I really don't. I'm just labeling it just based on just because of the because I would um need it for. I'm just labeling for that reason. So let me put the label down there. I want it to show the name of the sheet. So sheet workbook or sheet name. So sheet name, yeah, region. So then I would name this one, say for example, what should I name this one now? So you can see this one sub category by sales, right? So we can have like, say for example, so we can have, okay, this one subcategory by sales. What size I used for this? So I don't think I would use it. I just did it. Yeah. So so if you put our sales on column, sales on column, and we put our subcategory on row, we have something like this, right? And we know we have done, and we keep it in descending order. So if we have something like this, so we have done the region set. So we can bring this region set and we can put it on what color. So you can do that. So we can have like, so this for our region. So what it says that the region we have picked out, the sales is the one in front, but we cannot relate to this data this way, right? We can't relate to this data this way. We have to let this one be at the back so we can read it because we can't read this data like that. So the way to read that is to interchange this. So you can just click and drag it and it will change. But still, like the way it is like this, we still need to put it to one another. So one thing we want to know is we want to know the sales because we say sales, so sum of sales. So we want the sales to be, to be labeled. So we have the label, we have the one that is in and the one that is out. But then again, we can change the sum of the label. Rather than having sum, we can have percentage. So I can put like calculate, quick calculation. So percentage of total. So it shows percentage. But then again, we might want to also remove the decimal place. So we'll go to format, decimal place. You can remove the decimal place. So no, percentage. So you just remove the decimal place there and say, okay, so we have like, it's also in and out. right? But so we have the in and out, right? And that. So, but also, we want to compute the table. You want to compute the table. We want to compute it across. So compute it not down, across. So once compute it across, so click compute across. So it's not down, it's across, like between these two. That's what the across means. So if it's downward, what it has done is that it has created the percentage downward. But once you know the percentage, phone, the amount of phone, percentage of sales of phone that is in that region that we have picked. But you know that this thing, we can tie parameter to it and put our parameter in the set. Rather than putting, we put the parameter in the set, or we tie the parameter to our calculation. So rather than putting an action, we are using action, but we can use parameter to do the action instead. So that's something that you guys could look into, right? If you understand parameter, then you'll be able to put your parameter in your calculation. So I'll come back to that this year, and I'll do the across. So now we have the across, so we are doing that. So if you add these two together, you get 100. If you add these two together, you get like that, all the way to the ground, right? So that's that as regards to that. So we can see that it has only labeled for. So yeah, so it is the what do you call it? So it's the in and out. So but what we want to also do is we can maybe, I think this font is okay, but we can reduce the font for that. So we can just format the font. Say maybe the font. No, it's on label. So it's on label that will do the font, not that place. I want to make the same mistake I made the other time. So I can reduce it to maybe like 8, and maybe make it 10. Okay. And I can even change the color to white. So it's clearer. Right. That's better, right? So so let's see. So we can also sort it. So one thing that I want to do is we want to sort this thing. You see, in this way, it is not falling in ascending order. We can't, this is 26. 26 should be at the top, or 28 here should be at the top. So we can't follow it accordingly. So we want to do like like descending order, so that it follows, right? And how do we do that? You have to create a calculation field for that. So what is going to be a calculation? So I'll just come here, I'll create a calculation field. So for the calculation field, I'll say in sub category in sales region, right? And the subcategory in sales region would be what? If region if set region, then sales, then you end it. So I'll just say okay. So I'll say okay for this. So what do I want to now do now? I want to kind of like tie this to the sort. So we have done something like this sorting before. When I was showing you parameter, how to include this kind of sorting parameter by by field. So we'll do by field, but in the field here we'll put the parameter that we have written. But for this one, we are not putting parameter. We are putting the sub category in region that we have put there. So we can see that it has sorted it. So we did something like this in parameter, if you remember. So when you adjust, we do the parameter. So we use parameter to do the sorting. When we are sorting like things that are in this kind of charts, the what's this kind of chart called? The step, that's the name for it. that you have the categories above one another. So we did something like this earlier. So yeah, so that's how we did. But now we want to have a dashboard that will have these two things so that let me it's automatic. So what I'll just do is I'll bring in a vertical container, I'll bring in the region, and I'll bring in this guy, let it be underneath it. So I'll just do like a little I'll just move this one up a little bit more. I can hide the region, this title, hide title, right? And I can use this one. No, I'm doing now. That's come out. Fine. So so we have something like this. Right. So I have something like this for the region. So what I want to do is anytime if I select central, if I select east, if I select south, if I select west, I want this thing to change according to the east, west, south, and whatever, whatever. So what I can do is this. I can come to this worksheet, I'm sorry, dashboard, and come and create an action within the dashboard. So I come to action. I come to worksheet, yeah, and I come to create an action, and I come to change set value. So now for this one, the action that I'm creating, I can say, okay, let me just so that we have different names. So I can say name this region set action. Now I can say for 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 this, I'll click on region. So it's region that is the region that I want to be selecting. So here you see here I'm using select. The region I want to be selecting. Right. So what should I put? The target would be what? Would be oh, region set. Right. So run the action while assets assigned value to set. So when I assign the value to set, and how do I assign the value to set is by selecting, and then clearing the selection will remove all values from set. So you remove all values from set. So if I say okay, so if I apply, I think if I should click on this, it should change. You see, it's changing according to the region. So this is an interactive thing that you can create with set. So and you can use to create a tab. Say for example, maybe for example you have a small tab. Say you have a small tab and maybe you just want to change the format of this. I'm just giving an example. Say you want to change the format, maybe you want to change. You most likely change the format in the other thing. So yeah, so this is what you can use set for also. But there's one last thing that we can also use set for. So yeah, so there's one last thing that we can also use set for. Is but before I go into that, does any I don't know, does anybody have any questions so far on what I've kind of tried to explain? because it feels like I'm just talking to myself. Okay. So I'm just talking to myself.
Please, sir. Good
So
evening, sir.
this is what this is one of the things that you can use this set for. Uh, then, like I said, you can try to see a way to put your parameter in it so that it can help you uh it can help you, it can even make the work even like better in a way. So I'll just show us that last bit of how we can incorporate parameter into it. So I'll use this profit and sales, but then again I'll create a calculated field. I'll create a calculated field. So I would say I'll say discount, and discount is uh sales is, I think, is sum of sales. If the discount is a percentage, so yeah. So if the discount is percentage, so it's going to be discount multiplied by sales. Say for example, I have the discount of the product, so I can just come here and analyze, do this analysis, maybe kind of like switch this. So I have profit, I have sales, right? So say for example, I'll create a parameter for create a parameter for top profit, and I say integer, I say currency custom, decimal place none, yeah, pound here. So range, instead I can put 100 there, and I can put the maximum. So I know the maximum is like for my profit here. The maximum that is showing for profit is about maybe 9K. So I can just put 9,000 there and say okay. So I want to create another parameter for, so I just say duplicate or edit. This time I want to do it for sales, right? And I'll put sales, I think is, let us say 20K. No, 20, let us say 25 or 20, yeah, let's just say 25. And let's put 30 there. And then we put the step size. Let me still leave it as 100. So I say, okay. Then I want to include one more. Not show parameter. Okay, I'll still show the show parameter, show parameter. Let me add one more. Let me duplicate this. Uh, edit, like, uh, so this one will be for discount. This will be for discount. I don't know. Let me just put I don't know what the discount is like. Yeah, so I'll just put let me just put 9,000 there, whatever. So I'll put step of 10 and let me say okay, discount and let me bring on discount. So okay, so what I want to kind of like do is like do a set for sales. Now, if I come to sales now, if I come to, of course, I can't do it from the profit here. I can only do it from, I can do it from customer ID. So I can say what? Create a set of customer ID. Use top, but now I'm using field, but I'm using by what? By sales, right? So it's like customer ID set. So I can just say sales set, this sales set, but by by the sales that we have. So I can say that I say by the sales that we have. So I can say, and I can, or I can use conditions for it rather than using. So okay, let me use conditions. So I can say where the sales is greater than or equal to, you know, the top sales. So we are saying that when the sales is uh, the formula must be an aggregate calculation or refer to this field. Yes, now sales. Yeah, I can't no, I can't use it in this place. Rather, let me do the top 10. Sorry. So I'll just so I would do the top 10 here and the sales based on the top sales, then the category that I would include there would be sales. And it's going to be, we're going to use the sum. So okay, so like that. So if I bring the sales set, I put it on color. And if I adjust this, you know, top sales, top top sales. You said top sales. So by field, top sales. You sales, the difference. Should be on that. By field. Yeah, uh, sorry about that. Category set. Then price. Sales. This is not what I want to stop with. Edit. Yeah. Yes, I'm trying to tie this parameter. I'm trying to tie this parameter to our set. So with the value, um, with the value, no, under condition. Wait, let me create a calculation. Of 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 sales. Some of those sales greater than or equal to total sales. Okay, so that's it. This one, of sales, they did this. Let's download 100. Right? So customers set, set, let me do this set, create this set. Now it's supposed to be uh, it's I copy this from here and cancel. Here I create this set. Why is it not working? Okay, so I think so. Where is that set? Edit it. Okay, I've been using next time. Okay, okay, okay. So So yeah, so I really don't understand why the sales in this place, the sales is at zero. Why is it highlighting it as in? It shouldn't be in, it should be out. Uh, if I put this in there, uh, when sum of sales is greater than or equal to, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know why this formula is not working in between, because this is the same formula that I'm using to do this. So this is what I'm trying to check: top sales. So based on the sales or the profit that so if I do the same, if I do like a normal, like a calculation field for this. So if I create a calculation field now for profits, say for example for profit, for top profit, let me just say I create a calculation field for profit now. Now if I put top profit here, and I now put so I say sum of profit greater than or equal to top profit. Then if I click on OK, So I have that true or false stuff here too. So if I put this here, so if I increase this, of course, what this does is this. Since so what is supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to use the, that thing, the filter stuff. So let me try and see why I don't understand why this calculation is not working for it. So let me just see. Let me try it again. So set condition. So formula. With that same formula now. So this is for top profit. I will say sum of profits greater than or equal to top profit. The top profit parameter. So if I say okay, top profit, let me just put set in front of it. So if I say okay, so I have top profit set. So if I put top profit on this, I don't know why it's selecting the profits that are less this one. So it's what it's supposed to select is the profit that are above 3,000, which are these ones above 3,000. But I want to believe that maybe the customer, this same customer, right? Like if we check, maybe for example, let me label the name. So what I'm thinking is this: label the name. So I'm thinking is this, that maybe a customer that is, yeah, this one is CM. Maybe all these customers are still like one of those customers that bought a product, but the product it shouldn't be like that. Because what I'm trying to do is if I bring the set of the profit here into this, it's just supposed to show me the ones that just like, if I bring the profit of this into this, you see, just bringing out the ones that are top, the top for me, the one that I picked at top. So if I drop this one further down, it will come down. You can see it's coming down. If I bring it up, it will go up. So because I've incorporated it in my parameter, in my set rather, it's supposed to adjust it my set. This is some, I don't know why it is not. This is the right formula. This is what it should be. So where the sum of profit is equal to or greater is greater than or equal to that, this one should be greater than or equal to. So it's greater than or equal to. That's when it's supposed to. So uh, I don't know why. So if I do the same create set now here, I do the same. Okay, let me use all value. Let me this. Let me just edit this out just to get it right. It's all values now. All values. Let me edit set. So if I come here and say create uh, this, I say this, and I use that same, see sum of, oh, wait, I made mistake, edit. Sum of profit equals to sum of, okay, so yeah, so it's not now edit, uh, I say sum of sales greater than or equal to top sales. If I apply this, top sales, okay, let me edit this. So top sales set. If I bring that top sales to this, why is it picking these ones behind? This ones behind. I don't understand why it's picking them. Because the ones in the bracket of what I've put here is these two. They are the ones that are really high. They are the ones here. If you put the slider, so if I bring it further, it's just supposed to pick these ones, this one's not the one at the end. It's not supposed to pick anything here. And I think that, so if I want to combine the sets, I'm supposed to combine these two. So this top profit set and top profit sales. So if I combine these two now and I bring this one set, if I combine the two and I bring this combination here, what it's supposed to do is pick the top. So it's going to, I don't know why it's picking anything here. It's just supposed to be this ones on top here. So if it picks this ones on top here, it's easy for me now to now bring in, my discounts, to look at discounts on this. So as I adjust this, as I increase this, as I adjust this, this stuff too is adjusting. So this is how you link parameter to it. But I don't know why, because this is the same calculation, this is the same thing that I need. Let me see if I can tie this calculation field to the parameter rather than, so if I come here now, if I come to edit and I just let me just see if this works. So if I just drag, if I drag the top sales here, if I apply this, if I drag that, so top sales, where's the top sales? Top sales, top sales. Right, top sale. So if I bring top sale, so why is it doing this? Let me edit this again. Let me edit this one. Let me bring in top profit. Top profit. Apply. Based on formula top profit. So if I put top profit, there's top profit. I put top profit here. Still doing the same. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's selecting these guys behind. I don't know if these guys are linked to, okay, this is RB19. Okay, 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 okay. RB20. But there are still some that are not linked. Customer ID. Because your customer ID is supposed to be unique and it's unique to the sales or the profit. I really don't know why it is doing this. Guys, I really don't know why it's doing this. Maybe maybe I'll restart I'll restart my system. I'll restart the system and try it again. But it should work because it's the same formula that I'm using for this. So what I'm supposed to do is this, right? What's supposed to happen is this. The same formula I put in this total profit. So if I put the total profit on this, so if I increase this, if for example, say I'm looking for the top sales in this place. So I put the top sales, maybe I'm looking at any sales that is higher than 10,000. I want to see it. On is this sales that I put there? So it's profit that I put there. See, I want to see top sales. I want to see it. This is maybe let us say maybe like 5,000. Any sales that is above 5,000, maybe 5,000. Or let me just put the typing one. So I just type in 5,000. So I type in 5,000. So you can see all the sales on 5,000. But likewise, I can also come and put the sales for, I can also want to check the sales for the profit. The profit for maybe any product, any product that is earning as much as profit as what do you call it? Maybe I'll say 3,000. So I can type in the 3,000. 3,000. So like these are the profit, these are the products that their profits are above 3,000. So if for example I want to have like a combined set of the products that their sales is 3,000 and 4,000, then I would, if this formula was within this set, if it was working, I would just combine it together and get the combination of this thing. So it separates it from this. And we can add all this action to it. You can use reference line, you can use all those things to it. So you can use reference line, we can use all those other things that we used to use on it. We can use it to mark. So if you select one, the reference line will show and things like that. Or we can put a reference line to mark out the things that are in or out of the set. I would have loved to do that, but this thing is not working. I don't know why it is not working. Maybe it's me that is doing the wrong thing, but I don't think so. Because the formula is working. And I literally put formula, this formula, I literally put it in the calculated field, I literally put it in the formula, and it's still not working. Simply in the formula, it's not working. And let me just, even if we use like, let's say top sales, like if we use enter value, in fact, let me just say, let's just say top 10 category for the profit. Let's say profits. Let's say the sum top 10, apply. Okay, profit. That's okay. Top 10. I don't know why it's picking all these guys for the top 10. It shouldn't even pick them at all. It's not even tied to it's not tied to the stuff now. It's not tied to the parameter. It's picking it. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. So yeah, so I would check it. Maybe I need to restart my system or something. Because normally, even if I select this and I want to add them to a, you know, I should be able to add them to parameter. No, I can't do that. I should be able to create a parameter from there. Yeah, so I'll just I would try and look at this, and I'll try and look at this, and I would maybe explain this in the next class, because what I'm supposed to do in the next class is just like a revision of everything that I've done. And if you have any question or something that you want to ask in regards to everything that we have done, but it seems like I have to look at this parameter again. But this is, I have to look at the parameter and set again. This part of the parameter and set again. But this is basically what it is supposed to do. What I've tried to do now, combine this set. So if, let's assume that this was working, after combine, let's assume it was working. Then I can now come and maybe check the product discount on it, either by using like either by I can still bring the product discount on it. Maybe rather than that, I can do this. I can use the in and out, the set. I can use that one for shape. So now for the set, it has changed the shape. So the ones that fall within the set, it is the ones that are circle. So it has said the ones that are in are the ones with circle. So if I want to now check the discount on it, I can bring the red down and see, on the discount. So if, for example, let us assume that I did this discount with parameter. Maybe I did a calculation field now for it. Let's say I did the calculation field for the discount. Say uh, top. Maybe I say most discount now. I'm just saying, for example, and I say some of discounts, like some of discount on product equal greater than or equal to top discount. I apply that. So with this true or false, now I can now put this on color. So right, so you can see the product that are on discount, and we can see the ones that are not. So basically, that's how to kind of like combine these two together. So we want to know the ones. You see, this one we know that it's on serious discount. So for this kind of for this kind of for this kind of analysis, what I should literally be looking for is the ones that falls, you know, if for this kind, what I should look at is something that maybe probably fall under the minus range for profit, because we are trying to look at, so we can look at, so from this you can literally look at the amount of discount that each of those products is. So you see, the more I increase it, you can see the amount of discount that is tied to these products that are kind of like out of. So if, for example, I can say, let me do this, I can do taxes. So let me reverse the this and this here. Yeah. So we can have something like reverse. So we have the minus. So we are trying to understudy the discount. So we want to know the discount, the ones that they are selling here, but discount is quite high. So you can see 1,000. So we can see there. So if we reduce it further a little bit here, we can see. So you can. So it depends on what you want to do exactly. But the point, what I'm trying to say is that you can combine this thing using the set, and you can combine two values using sets, and now also check another value on the combined value, right? Check another parameter or check another field on the combined value. So we have combined profit and sales, but we are now checking the discount on profit and sales. So, but like, of course, this does not really, it's just to try to explain what we can use the parameter, sorry, the set for. So those are the things that you can use set for. There are still other things that you can use set for, but they are more like almost like advanced or like intermediate, but you can also use set for some other things. So maybe I can just maybe like explain that one in the next class, and that will be our last class. I'll just go over this once more. I don't know why it is why maybe I don't know why, because it's not supposed to act the way it's acting, right? It's not supposed to act the way it's acting at all. Because once I just put this combined set here in the column, I'm not supposed to see these guys at the back here because they don't even fall within our range. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe this customer ID is tied to this one. I don't know. I really don't know why it is showing. But it's not supposed to show because the profit there is, oh, okay. It's not supposed to show. It's not supposed to show at all. Because why is some showing and the others not showing? I really don't know. I can't say this is the reason. So, so I'll just stop recording. I'll stop sharing. I'll stop recording.